Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft All the Mods 8. Today we're going to be continuing to take a look at the Spirit mod, specifically in how to make soul crystals and what their purpose is. Soul crystals are important for many of the functions in this mod and a couple of others, and it's something you'll want to make moving forward. Now, if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button so that way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. All right. So, a few things we're going to need to make this all happen today. We're going to need some soul powder, which we showed how to make that in the first one. That's going to be glowstone on top of a burning fire on top of soul sand. We're going to need some blocks of quartz, soul powder blocks, so that's the 4 sand turned into a block. We're going to need some soul slate, soul glass, and a flint and steel. So this builds upon the previous tutorial, and I have linked it down in the description. In case you haven't looked at that one and you don't know anything about Spirit, I'd recommend checking out that one first. But our first step here today is to make this, a soul crystal shard. Now to make a soul crystal shard, we need to have 4 blocks of quartz with a spirit powder block in the middle. Now, this is going to be the same type of process we used before. You'll recognize this, and then we light the one on the middle in fire. Okay? Fire. All right. So to make this work, we're going to drop a soul powder on top of it. Okay? I'm going to go over here, and we'll drop one down. Boop. Only takes a couple seconds, but there's our little brown ghosties. Lets us know that it's working correctly. It's pretty fast, and you'll see that we now have a soul crystal shard, which is what we were looking for. Okay? So now that we have a soul crystal shard, we want to take that to the next step, which is a crude soul crystal. And for that, we're going to need some of our soul slate. So we'll grab our soul slate. Same kind of idea. We're going to put our soul powder block in the middle. Make our little cross of soul slate. Light the middle one on fire. And then we're going to take that soul crystal shard we made, and we're going to drop that down into the fire. I may have missed. Ow, that burned me. Oh, it's still in my hand. It didn't drop. I've done that before. Let me do that again. And we drop that. There we go. There's a little brown ghosties. Lets us know that it's working. Again, you'll notice that each time it is consuming the blocks that we're using to make this. So now we have a crude soul crystal. Now this crystal can be used to store souls. So if you kill a mob while holding this in your inventory, it will gain souls, and you can hold up to 256 of them, which is one way to store souls, but it's not the best way. That's what we're going to do when we make the soul crystal. Okay? So the soul crystal, again, same kind of idea. Put that in the middle, but now we're going to use soul glass. Let me grab the glass. Glass. There we go. So soul glass, make our little plus sign, light the middle one on fire, and now we're going to drop this crude soul crystal in there. There's a little brown ghosties. Pop, pop. There we go. And now we have a soul crystal. So you can see it's not overwhelmingly expensive once you get this process going, and it's pretty easy. Again, you're just going to need a lot of soul dust, or soul powder to make this work. All right, so now we have one of these little soul crystals. What good are they? All right, well, let me grab a sword here, and we'll grab ourselves some zombie spawn eggs. All right, so when using this mod, when you kill something, it releases a soul. Now, most of the time, that's non-visual. You're not going to notice it's happening unless you're carrying a soul crystal. So we'll drop a zombie down, right? He's just hanging out. And if we look at our soul crystal, it says, empty, kill one mob to bind. Now, that's important, because when we go and we kill a mob, in this situation, a zombie... Oh, got an achievement for grave dust. That's a whole nother achievement. Ignore those. Doing that, now we look at our soul crystal, and it'll say 1 zombie. And it also says, useless tier. Needs more souls. Okay? So let's talk about the tiers. If we go over here and we take a look at soul crystals, right? Hit the U button. It's going to show us that there are a couple different ones. There's ultimate, mediocre, advanced, average. So the more souls you put in one of these crystals, it will level up every 64, or double souls, basically. So we need to get this to 64 So it needs 63 more until it gets to mediocre tier. And then it's going to be a little bit more useful for some of the other things. So let's go ahead and fill one of those up. I'm a fast forward, so you don't have to watch me kill 64. There we go. All right, so as you can see, as I killed that last one there, I got a little notice that said, the crystal spirit reaches new heights. And that's because we finally got it to level 64. Now, an important thing to note with these crystals, once you kill a creature with that crystal in your inventory, it binds it to that type of creature. Which means if I was to kill a skeleton, that's not going to level up this soul crystal. It'll only work with zombies now. And you have to be careful because you got like 5 different crystals in your inventory. You kill a zombie, you're going to attune them all to zombies. So if you want to attune different ones to different types of mobs, you want to make sure that you only have the crystals in the inventory for the mob you want to actually attune to it. Now, once you have this gone, you can again continue to level it up to the other levels. But now that it's at 64, it's going to be much more useful when you're combining it with Soul Cage or Soul Revitalizer. We're going to look into those in the next video. But for right now, this is how you get your Soul Crystal leveled up. This is how you attune it to a specific type of creature, and then how you level it up. Okay? All right. So again, really easy one. Not too busy at all, but it's an important one, an important step before we can move forward in Spirit. So definitely you're going to want to make a crystal, get those leveled up. And it works on most different types of creatures. You can use it on things like bees specifically. In fact, you're going to need that process if you're looking to make the Spirit Bee, which is part of the Productive Bee mods. That's also in all the mods 8. But we're going to talk about that in a future tutorial, so definitely stay tuned for that one. But that's going to do it for this one. If you have any questions about this tutorial or any of my tutorials, please be sure to put that down in the comments, and I will do my best to get back with you as quickly as I can, as well as any recommendations or suggestions you may have for other tutorials you'd like to see in all the mods 8. I'm always looking for new ideas. You can also go to my website, Onlydraven.com, and at the bottom of the homepage is a place that you can submit questions, feedback, or recommendations via email. While you're there, you'll be able to see my streaming schedule, links to all my socials, videos, as well as the ODG store. You can get yourself some cool ODG merch. But that is going to do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.